curse a little bit. Cursing? Rule? Anything?
No.
Oh,
Nah,
re-raid.
Yeah, don't fucking curse on my Christian podcast, man, okay? Do not curse.
I got you.
All right, thank you. Welcome back to the JLB Podcast. My name is Joker.
My name is Needle.
I'm swag.
And today we have on someone who really needs no introduction.
No, I'm gonna kill you. Every time-
First,
yo,
you may notice we have our cameras on this time. My hair keeps getting in my fucking face. And
my hair.
we just decided we thought we'd try it out. And then we have HexSpeedruns on again. He's back from season
Hello,
1.
it's Joker, Needle, Swag. I'm so
Hello.
happy to be here. Thank you for having me back.
Thank you for coming back on. We love having you every time, even though
Always.
Swag wasn't here last time.
I wasn't here last time.
That is true.
Yeah.
Swag was not here last
Yeah,
time.
I don't even think you were in the
I'm,
audience. Actually, no, you were in the audience. You
I was
love
in the
Hex.
audience. I was in the
You-
audience for like the
Yeah.
whole thing.
You love Hex and Rocks.
Yeah.
I was so hype.
Let's just hope that this time Hex doesn't get suspended from Twitch mid podcast.
Dude,
That was so
still
stupid.
has
That
to be
timing
one of
was
the
so
craziest things
crazy.
that's ever happened to me. That
So
still has to be one of the craziest things that has ever happened to me. And the fact that it
Oh
happened,
my
like,
God.
even if it didn't happen on the podcast, it would have been
Yeah.
the craziest thing. The fact that I was waiting for like almost 2 weeks, and it happened the one time I was on a podcast. It was like, dude, what?
It was super unfortunate.
God.
This time we're gonna get you banned off YouTube mid podcast.
Oh,
No way.
No, honestly, what's crazy is I do technically have I did get like I got like some kind of warning from YouTube, but it was because I had posted something. So this is way long ago. This was like 2020, I think. I used to watch when I was younger a lot of like Toontown YouTubers, but the internet when I was younger was a lot different, right? Like it was way worse. And so there was like, I don't remember what it was, but apparently there was like they used like a Rick Roll substitute, but I didn't know that like the Rick Roll substitute was like not good. Like it was like it just was not good. Like not allowed on YouTube. I got like a strike, and I had to do some like survey to get the
Right.
strike removed.
Wow.
Oh, that's so
God.
unfortunate.
Jesus
Copyright
Christ, man.
strikes are so bullshit these
Yeah.
days. Like, if there's 10 seconds of someone else's song or
my
YouTube
God.
video or like picture in your video, they can
Yeah.
just give you 3 strikes immediately and take down your entire channel.
There's
People
also those
abusing
false
that.
copyright, false
There's a lot of
copyright
stuff
ones
with
too.
that.
I've
So
seen
they're
that happen
bad.
a couple times, and
Yeah.
like I don't completely 100% understand how that works, but like I get the general idea where you're kind of just like filing a false copyright claim over nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, copyright law in America, at least, is so not strict. Copyright law in America really favors the person who is being striked.
Okay.
So you can generally get it reviewed. Like if you're just imagine like fucking Hassan is watching Hell's Kitchen. If he just
Oh,
posts
yeah.
that video, then he'll get copyright struck because he's just watching Hell's Kitchen, not commenting on it at all. But if you're like watching Hell's Kitchen, like a commentary video, like fucking Ted Nivison or some shit, and going on, he's like, this part's pretty weird. That's considered, I think, either criticism or parody. And that's fair use law. So it's
Fair.
it's a pretty fine line, but if you're not like well versed
If it's
in
clear
it,
that you're,
then
Yeah.
you can kind of get fucked. But there's a lot of false copywriting going on in the YouTube space right now, especially from like these large creators who are trying to
Yeah.
silence these smaller creators. Like what's the fucking Vine guy where he was like or something. He like copies everyone's content. Brent Rivera. He has like 25 million subscribers, and whenever someone makes a
Holy
commentary video on him because he makes content for fucking 6-year-olds, then he copyright strikes them and tries getting their channel deleted. And then he's like, "Oh, my team accidentally struck your content."
Bro.
didn't Sniper Wolf do something similar?
So Sniper Wolf tried getting JJ Jack's films banned, striked off YouTube, but his content was considered parody and criticism, so it was fair use. But then she looked up his address and went to his house.
That's wild. That's wild.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I feel like I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah. But hey, I would
Imagine
too.
doing that, man.
You
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like,
Fair enough.
For all intents and purposes, it's a joke, right?
yeah, for
Surely.
legal reasons, this is a joke. Can you
Yeah,
imagine
surely.
like some shit happens between Hex and Rox, and then Rox just like posts a Snapchat story and like, I'm outside your house,
bro.
Oh my god. That
Open
Don't
the
y'all
door.
like live close too? So it's...
yeah, I mean he could drive up
Oh,
if he
God.
wanted to. No, that definitely like I don't know. That's something when I was younger on the internet. I was worried like if I got in trouble with someone or like
Same.
I got banned from a Discord, they were gonna like pull up to my house.
Bro.
Yeah.
Now I don't even. Now I just don't care. Half the people know where in New York I live. Like I
mean,
don't care.
Yeah.
One
I-
time I
Whatever.
accidentally showed my driver's license on stream and it had my address, so
Oh, cooked.
good
You're
luck.
so
And there,
cooked.
and, you know, like people know the university I'm at too, so it's like okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if I post a picture of the Earth, then 10 people on Twitter are gonna be like, "Bro, why'd you dox me?" So
True.
it's kind of like the same thing.
That's real.
I only know the
You did dox
exact
me.
address of one of our friends. He's in the call, but
Oh god.
I know pretty much the city of everyone else. I used to just give out my address, but I have stopped.
I do that with my
since
phone
then.
number. I'll put it in like random Twitch chats.
That's
I
funny.
just tell people the
Not random, not
like,
random Twitch chats, but like various Twitch
I
chats.
just tell
that-
people where
That's
I live
funny.
in New York. I genuinely don't care. There are so many people in New York that like unless you
Yeah,
have a good
so
look at
many.
my face, you're gonna have a hard time. Like
There's probably hundreds of
finding
thousands
who
of
I am.
people in the Bronx alone, if not
Also,
Yeah.
I don't
millions.
want another reason to have to go to New York.
yeah,
Yeah.
mad work.
Not
Yeah, I
so-
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Eventually, we want to plan like a big JLB meetup in Kyoto, so we can all go to like the Nintendo Museum.
That'd be cool.
It would be so cool. We want to do a 2P
that's
jump on the
actually really
huge Wiimote.
Oh my
On the Wiimote nunchuck.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Do they even
IRL
have,
2P
like-
jump.
I thought it was so funny watching two people carry that huge fucking Wiimote in the video.
Oh my god, that was
I-
so hard.
Oh,
I really
no.
hope they open one in the US because
Yeah.
Going
I
to
think it's so much
Japan would
That'd be
easier.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't think any of us know Japanese.
have is-
So...
no, I know
Closest we have
Japanese.
is the
Alright,
I-
the
speak
closest we have is
Japanese.
for,
I know Appai and Konnichiwa.
Cut off. Oh,
That
my
was
God.
boobs and hello.
Oh, you only know the
I mean-
okay. You know the important stuff.
Yeah,
You
I
can
know the important
That's
stuff.
all I need.
I walk up to a woman in
The
Japan.
closest we have is
Konnichiwa.
the, store.
Appai.
The closest we got is a store in Rockefeller Center in New York City, but
Ah,
it's pretty cool.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I remember I loved the video series at the New York store. Do you remember Captain Nintendo, dude? He was the first
Yeah,
guy
oh
to
my-
get a
oh.
Switch.
Never
Um,
heard.
a Switch, yeah.
Dude,
He
that guy,
posted
that guy
a
was,
month
like, awesome.
long YouTube series leading up to the Switch's release, where he was
Of him
waiting in
being-
line
yeah.
every day
Are you
for
serious?
30 days.
Psycho.
Yeah,
And
seriously,
it
Actually,
was-
that's real.
psycho.
There was so many people, like Etika showed up, Triforce Johnson showed up,
Oh my
so many cool
God.
people were there. Rest in peace, Etika.
Dude,
But-
I never realized how big Etika was until like recently.
Etika was so
Like,
Yeah,
popular.
at
Etika
the
was
time, I never realized.
insanely big. Yeah. Man, miss him so much.
I even to this day, I look back at his like Smash Bros reactions, and
Yeah.
he's just
same.
so hype
Yeah.
every time. He
Oh
was
my God.
such a funny guy,
Dude.
such a cool person.
Oh, dude, speaking of that, like I tweeted this earlier, but some of my favorite days of the year, and you know, this is not going to come as a shock, but some of my favorite days of the year are the Nintendo Direct days because it actually feels like Christmas.
It
Because
really does.
you know, when you
Thank
grow
God,
up,
man.
like all you can really do is like, you know, you want something, you buy it. Like you have control of your own finances. Christmas
Right.
kind of, you know, Christmas presents stuff like that. Like it doesn't really hit the same. But with Nintendo Direct,
Yeah.
like essentially like Nintendo is like Santa, and they're giving you gifts every time that they have a
It's
direct.
so real.
But just
Oh
seeing
my
like
god.
people's reactions to their favorite
Yeah.
games being put on the console that's being directed for, or like even like just proof of like the Mario movie, that direct was
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude.
And also just like
Oh my
in
God.
like the Nintendo headquarters in New York, like they'll show the direct and you'll see like a crowd of people and they'll like get
Yeah.
super hot. Dude, that stuff like fucking it moves me. And
Dude.
it was the most intense when
Man.
TTYD came out
Oh,
Dude.
for the Switch.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's crazy because I've never played the game before. I never played it, and like I never even heard of it. And like watching people's reactions to it, like bro, I was in tears. Like it was
crazy.
dude. There were like genuinely like some of the happiest people I've ever seen was when
Yeah.
this game was announced. And I didn't. It's
For
like
real.
it's crazy how like one piece of media can have such an impact on someone, like to make it so that like even for like a day
yeah.
everyone's just feels like they're at the top of the world. So that's
Like
that
Steve's
was
reveal in
something that
Smash was like
oh
boom,
yeah
too.
oh my
Like-
that dude I still I'm being so real. I still can't
Oh
even
my
believe
God.
that happened.
That's
It's so
real, yeah,
fake.
that's a real thing.
That and like
Like-
Sora.
Say what
Yeah,
you
sure,
want about
too, yeah.
Steve and competitive, but like the Steve reveal was like it felt like
Insane, yeah.
walls being broken down between
Yes,
like
yes.
fan bases.
It
Yeah.
was the first
Mhm.
well, Minecraft's not really an indie game anymore, but
Mhm.
it was originally. So it's the first pseudo indie game character to be playable.
That's wild.
Technically not the first indie game character in the game. Shovel Knight was an assist trophy at launch, but still to
I'm
bridge
sure
that
there
gap
were
of having
more
the
for that,
first
too.
indie game character, that allows so
That's-
many more characters if they do another Smash.
And I mean, it feels like there's no
Yeah.
better game for that to have happened with.
really.
Smash is
Because
just the game for it,
Minecraft
yeah.
is just like Minecraft is just like the game, and
Mhm.
it will
Best
be
selling
like
game of all
one of if not the
One of-
best and most impactful
They just
games
had
of all time.
they
One
just
of
had an
very few
announcement.
games that doesn't have a sequel attached to it either.
Mhm.
Well, they don't
Kinda
need
crazy.
to. They just keep
Well,
updating it.
Yeah.
Minecraft
Yeah,
story
that's what I'm
mode.
saying. It's amazing.
Is
Well,
that
yeah,
really a
sure.
sequel?
Like
Yeah,
there's no like Minecraft 2. Like you
It's
know
more
what I'm saying?
like a
Like stuff
spin-off.
like that.
yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Like Minecraft
Very
story
few games
mode,
like that.
dungeons, and legends. I have never played Legends, but I heard it sucks. But I do like dungeons. Do like me some Minecraft dungeons. Those are more spin-offs, but story mode, people dogged on story mode when it comes out, and now I see nothing but love for story mode online. I'm not fucking taking
Really?
it. I loved
still
story
dog
mode
on it.
at
I
launch.
still
Story mode
dog
was
on it.
fine. I thought it was
I
fine.
love
I
story
dogged
mode.
on it, but I dogged on it since launch, so at least I've been consistent.
At least you're consistent. It like just don't just follow the crowd.
Pick.
Have your own opinion. It's like me.
That's
I
like
hate
every
G1.
game that comes out, dog.
No, I don't hate
The
G1.
reason
hate
the reason
G2.
I didn't like it was because it wouldn't work on my iPod, so I couldn't play it.
Your iPod.
the reason.
That's so
No.
sad. Was it an iPod
I couldn't play it
Touch
for
or
that
just an
reason.
iPod?
It was an iPod Touch.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
No,
it's just an
my
iPod.
God.
No
iPod
shit.
Touch.
I remember they had like they don't have it anymore because Telltale went under. But Minecraft Story Mode was on Netflix for a while, and you could like choose the options, and it just plays out the cutscenes instead of actually you playing. It was actually pretty cool.
Interesting.
Um,
That is pretty cool.
yeah, they have just Netflix games now where they just download the games onto your phone. If you have a Netflix subscription, then it like it plays. But there's some actually pretty cool games on there. They have like Sonic Rush 2 or some shit.
Ooh,
They have balloons.
that's cool.
They do have balloons. They also have Storyteller,
what?
which I think is a really cool game.
Oh, didn't we like play that?
For a little bit, you weren't that interested in it. Not to throw you under the bus, you fucking sucked. But
Nah.
Hex, we actually have a question for you, real quick.
Ooh, all right.
So,
hit me with
as you know, I don't participate in the 602. These two guys do.
Okay.
Wait, this is so early. Okay.
It is pretty early in the
Really?
podcast, but new topic.
Let's hear it.
So
I was about to ask that
Swag's a
question.
big
Go ahead.
G1 guy, right? All right.
Mhm.
Needle likes G2. and a little bit of Sunshine, but he likes G2 a little more. What's your favorite 602 game?
Please.
That's a
Please,
really
God.
hard question because
Please.
I, being more detached from the 602, I think back on the game that was always just my favorite. I defended it and I always wanted to play it, and that was G1. And so I feel like off principle, G1 is forever going to be my
God
favorite
damn
602 game. It's
All right.
arguably like one
God
of my
damn
best
it.
speedrunning PBs
Okay.
ever.
We
That's real though.
remember last season we had a tally for
Sunshine's
if
getting
people
no love,
had
man.
an iPhone or
Fucking
Android.
shit.
This season it's what's the best 602 game. So the current
Oh, that's
tally
cool.
is 1-0 to 3-1 with 3 on G1.
Sunshine's in the dust.
Really?
Sunshine's in the
Zero
dust, bro.
Sunshine.
What a
I-
zero.
uh,
Wow.
I picked
there's gonna
64.
be so many people. I feel like Sunshine's gonna go up. So
Sunshine's gonna go
fast.
crazy.
It's
We're
gonna go up
Oh,
so
if you
fast.
bring Oddme back on,
Yeah,
he'll say
Oddme's gonna.
Sunshine.
Yeah,
We'll have
yeah.
Oddme
I think
back
we're getting
on,
Oddme
fine.
back on, and then there's
Next
a lot
Sunshine's
week-
going
of smart
crazy.
people.
Next week we have another
I
Odyssey
honestly,
runner,
like-
so it's go anyway.
It's a very tough question because like every game in the 602 just plays its role so well.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like even though like I may not like 64 the most. Like 64 at the start of a 602 is awesome because it's only 2 hours and
Mhm.
you get warmed up, you get in the mindset, and like you get it out of the way. If 64 was last, it would be rough.
Yeah.
I actually
I agree.
suggested. I said if I were to do the 602, I'd do G2, Sunshine, Galaxy, or G1, and then 64.
The only reason why I
Makes
wouldn't like
sense.
that is because like G2 as an ending game feels so satisfying. Like it's
That's
finally
ending on
over.
perfect run
Like,
is
it feels so good.
the
to
worst
end
part
on
is that
G2.
it's just so slow, and then that's when the tiredness kicks in. When you're just in those
Yeah, dude,
cutscenes.
that's the worst
yeah.
part is Galaxy 2 because at that point you get that surge of like you get that really good like adrenaline, and then like halfway through once you get to like greens you're
Yeah.
like, ah shit.
I do.
Like,
Yeah.
My scale for 602 when it comes to tiredness in G2 is always the same. Here's how it works. So I start G2, I'm like super hype. I start. We get
Yes.
about an hour in, and then
Mhm.
I like plummet.
Yes,
And,
Oh my-
and-
yes.
and,
so
like
bad.
drain. And
It's
then
so
it goes
fast.
on, and then I finish, and it's also because like I have to pee as well because we don't get a break since the beginning of SMS, and so
Mhm.
like I'm in the dumps, and then any percent is kind of the worst. And once any percent finishes, I run to the bathroom, I come back and I sit, and then like the second half of 120 is like snap your fingers like you're there.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it goes
Yeah.
by so fast.
I love second half
And
It's like
then
120.
World almost.
we get to the greens credits and we're like, all right, all we have left is a greens run, and the greens run actually feels like 5 hours long.
So
It
Mhm.
feels so much longer
Feels
than
so
H2, yeah.
slow. Like every
Oh my
world feels like
God.
an hour. And don't even ask me about when you get to like the end of like when you finish the first 2 worlds of greens, when you're in world 3 greens, bro, you feel it. You are
Oh,
like,
it's
oh
so
my
Dude,
god,
yeah,
we're not
yeah,
even
yeah.
halfway there.
Bro,
I-
okay, so last 602, that was my first sleepless one. And I did it with I was in VC with a bunch of people. But Palms and I were at like the same point throughout the entire thing. We were just giving each other pep talks throughout the entire
Oh my
thing. It was
God.
so bad.
Dude,
And then
that's
we
what
finished
makes a 602
That's
Yeah.
how you know it's
good.
bad, man.
we finished like
finishing
5
is
minutes
good,
apart.
That's fine.
Oh, let's go. Wait, who was it with?
Huh?
It was him and Bombs.
Yeah,
It was him
bombs.
and Bombs.
Bombs. Okay.
Yeah.
I would only do the order that I said for strategic reasons only. I'd get the slow game out of the way.
that's valid.
I'd get the slow game out
That's
of the
real
way
dumb.
first, and then Sunshine because I'd be tired of Galaxy, and then just G1 because fuck it, and then 64 you have virtually no downtime, so you'd just be awake
Yeah,
all the
you're-
time anyway. You have so many cutscenes in
Yeah.
G2.
The
And-
bad thing is that there's so
That's what
much
causes
like
me to
time loss that can happen in
tired, so,
64. So you
That's
would like
true.
genuinely be
Yeah.
tweaking, I think.
I
At least
start
would
getting
be.
I
I'd be
Oh,
crashing
God.
out so hard at 64 if it was last game.
That's how
I
I feel
Dude,
about 3D
There's
World.
times where
I'm
I've
talking about
crashed out
3D
at
World.
64
That's
and
not
it
even
was at the
62.
beginning. I can't even imagine that shit at the end.
How people feel about 64 is how I feel about 3D World. Any little mistake I make, I like actually lose it. I hate it
That's
so
true.
much. It's like
I
so bad.
I start getting tired at between like 14 and 16 hours of just being awake.
Yeah.
So if I have to sit through like a 5-10 minute cutscene, 20 hours into a speedrun, I'm gonna fall
Yeah.
asleep. I'm gonna
I
pass
can
out.
last like 19, maybe 20 hours before I actually start feeling like I'm about to like collapse. That's when I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I can't do
I
this
actually
anymore.
have a decent sleep schedule right now, so I guess the Peepaw sleep schedule currently.
I have a really good
Oh.
one too. I go to bed at like 11,
I
12.
actually
and wake
start
up at,
getting
like,
tired in
7.
G1.
You guys get tired in
Is that
G1?
real?
I start getting
G1?
tired. I'm being so
Bro,
serious.
bro,
Like,
is,
After
bro is actually a
64?
gladiator.
I actually start
How do you
getting
keep me
tired.
awake?
Well, because like
That's
after G1
insane.
we're in SMS, and SMS for me is very fast paced, and also
Okay.
SMS is very nerve wracking, and the nerves do keep you awake.
Yeah.
The nerves keep
That's
you
true.
awake.
That's
I
real,
think
yeah.
64 is also really nerve wracking.
Mhm.
It is. It's very scary, especially at the start of this, because you just know, like, you just
Sunshine is
know
so
that it's gonna be
traditional.
what determines everything for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
And so,
That
like,
determines
if
your
you,
mood. Yeah, 64
if
determines
you,
your mood.
The
dude,
mindset, like the mindset difference between like P being 64 and losing like 10 minutes is insane.
being
It's so
64 is
yeah.
like the most goated spring ramp to get
Dude, I was
Mhm.
on the craziest high after 64.
if you have a bad 64, like at least you know you
Your
can redeem
whole
yourself in
yeah.
Galaxy 1. But
You
if
can
you have
go
a bad
good.
64, good luck having a good G1 is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
All right. Have
Sunshine is so like it's like so
Mm-hmm.
like Sunshine's such a weird like you don't want to make a mistake in that game. It's
Mhm.
like if you
The-
slip up once, the whole
Mm-hmm.
run is just kind of cut for Sunshine
Another
as
thing
well.
people forget about G1 is like G2 is so much more forgiving than G1 in
Oh
like
my
the
god.
fact
Yes.
that like the fucking
Yes.
prankster comments in G1,
Dude.
if you die at the end of Melty Molten, you're losing
Oh,
like
would
3
you like
minutes.
to try
bro.
again?
You're listening like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you have to
If you
sit through the oh my god.
dude,
3
it's
minutes
it's
gone.
it's the
Oh
worst,
my
bro. Imagine
God.
like dying in C slide P, bro. That's like
like
6, dude.
ground pound instead
I
of
would
centering
that's
camera.
like my crash out, bro. That's my crash out.
I'm like seeing that try again or return to observatory text
Oh.
actually like makes me want to lose them.
Yeah.
Oh, I
The
hate it.
the worst experience I had while speedrunning G1 was there's this long string of runs where I had a PB that was a 539, and I'm like, bro, beat this run, bro. It is not that good. Like I'm like, but I kept losing runs to dumb shit, bro. Every time I lost one time I was in Melty Molten Comet, and I did a backflip, wall jump, spin, wall jump up onto the next ledge, and the fucking fire dude just happened to be sitting there, and I lost 2 minutes.
Oh my
God.
There was one time where during Honey Hive P, I was at the top right before you hit the switch that causes the platforms to lower. And there's
Oh
like those two,
no.
yeah, the one with the
Oh,
billboard. And
shots.
I jump over and I get a fucking slope jump and I just fall all the way down and die.
Slope jump? I hate slope jumps in 3D Mario. I hate them so much. No matter what the
It's
game.
the worst.
Oh my god.
I
Me-
remember
So
what happened to
that,
Skelton.
like,
God. Bro, in the
Makes me crash
602, he got killed by the boulder right at the end of Honey IP.
no,
Like he got hit,
I remember that.
and then the boulder just
No.
like steadily pushed him off. It was so sad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you
No,
take
dude.
years to get back up in Galaxy for
Yeah.
some reason. Like,
bro, I would be
God.
cooked if that happened to me.
Yeah.
I have a weird question.
What's up?
So it's less weird, just more obscure. But
Mhm.
so like you know how like a lot of games they have ROM hacks and stuff. How did you feel when you knew you could do that? Like when you could play like a ROM hack of a game, like a modification of a
Oh,
existent game. Like
dude.
what was your
Oh,
first ever thought
dude.
when you finally like got it to
Dude,
work and like
dude.
I gotta
When
know.
I first played Star Road,
Dude, yes!
bro,
Oh.
you guys don't understand.
The freedom.
I thought that I was like, I
Dude.
thought that I was playing fucking Mario 64 2, bro.
I
was
thought
the
I
most hyped
unlocked.
person ever.
I thought I unlocked that.
I was jumping for joy, bro. I thought it was awesome, and
Man.
the fact that it was so like accessible, bro, is the thing
Yeah.
that like
That's
got
like
me.
one of the
And,
only
like,
ROMs that was pre-patched.
Yeah.
I had
One
known
of the
about Star
website-
Road.
The website
beforehand,
that I
but
played it on was called like viz.com or something. It's a very old site. It doesn't work anymore. But you needed like a specific plugin and you would play the game
really,
online. That's how I played Star Road, yeah. And it wasn't that
dude.
far. I was like 10 and the game came out 2011, like Christmas 2011. I was like 10, so it was literally like 2012 when I played the game. It was like
Damn.
magic, man.
I
Yeah.
literally remember
Oh,
also I played Star Road for like all day, 2 days in a row because I was homesick from school, and it was like it was
it
goaded.
was
It was
magic.
it was goaded, dude.
It was that
And yeah.
74 and Green Stars. Those are the three, the big
Ooh.
three.
I actually watched 74 first, but I didn't know I was watching SM74. I thought it was just like some like I didn't even know what I was watching at the time when I watched ROM
Yeah.
hacks. I
Yeah.
thought I was just watching like an unreleased Mario game.
I
Yeah, like it
actually
was like it was so weird.
when I was
Like,
younger,
Mhm.
before I had like an emulator or anything, I knew that I could do like ROM hacks if I wanted to. I really never had any interest in it. And when I eventually did do like Mario 64 ROM hacks, I didn't really care. But the only time I actually felt something when playing a ROM hack was when I did Project M for the first time, because I grew up
dude,
a
Project M,
big
yes.
I grew up a big Smash kid. I grew up on Brawl. I was so
Love
hyped
that.
for Smash 4 to the point where I looked up Smash so much and talked about it that my mom said, "If you
old
tell
is
me
that?
about Smash one more time, you're grounded."
Nah,
Um,
that's
Bro,
wild.
I
She's
was
a hater. She's
I
a
was
hater.
I
Oh my
was
God,
I was
that's
like
genuinely
between
like
6 and 8. That's
oh my
all I
God.
talked about.
My
That is
dad
seriously
used to hear me yap about video games, bro. He did not.
same.
That guy did not care,
Yeah.
bro. That he did not care, bro. But I was
My mom
yapping.
was the same.
Oh, dude, I was yapping
But
She
to him,
hated that I used to
and
talk about Mario
he did
all
not
the time,
care.
but
and
I
this
would
was like
He
just
did not
4 years.
care.
I've been playing Mario forever, so
I
it's like
when before Smash 4 came out, I would just look up videos of people playing Smash. And Smash Brawl was so hated that no one fucking just played the game to play the game. So I would
dude,
eventually just get to
Brawl
like
was
competition videos of Project M, and I was like, "What is this? This is not
PM is
Smash."
goated, man. PM
um,
is goated. I
but
love PM.
I
That
played
was
it like
um.
4 years ago now,
mhm.
and I
That
was
was me with
so
my
happy.
Wii U. That was
Yeah,
me with
before
my
I had
Wii. I
before I
would
had like
watch. I literally watched every video on YouTube that was like an unboxing or a setup, bro.
Yeah.
I watched.
oh
I
yeah,
literally like, and
dude.
it was crazy because like, so the way it worked, and this is actually a really interesting story. Shout outs Hex Mom. Hex Mom made a
Shoutouts.
deal with
Hex
me.
Mom.
Hex Mom made a deal with me. So we had this thing called accelerated reading, which if you read a book, you could take a 10-question quiz and you get points. And my
Ooh,
parents told me that if I
sounds
got
familiar.
300 points by the end of the school year, I would get a Wii U. And so I fucking
Bro, locked
read
in.
for hours and
Bro,
hours.
locked in.
I read
Yes.
for hours and fucking
Bro was
hours,
locked
bro.
in so hard.
And I got the 300 AR points. But my parents were
Dude.
like, we'll get it for you at the end of school. Like, so they said I wasn't gonna get it early just because I did it. I had it locked in, but I still had to wait till the end of school.
Oh,
So
that wait
in
must
that
have been
wait
terrible.
time,
Wait. Oh.
in that wait time, I watched every unboxing video, every fucking setup video, every like review of the Wii. Dude, I was fiending, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm not even joking. I got dude, there was nothing better. I got my Wii U on Christmas 2015 with
Oh my goodness.
a copy of Mario Maker 1. It was the best
Oh,
feeling in the
bro.
world.
Bro,
Oh my
God,
god.
bro. Fuck
13-year-old
Mario
me
Maker
was
coming out,
feeding,
bro.
bro. Oh
Dude,
my god.
Mario Maker is
If you
insane.
look if you look at my YouTube channel, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see like videos of like Mario Kart 8. Like, you know how you could upload the highlight reels?
Yeah.
Those were like my first ever videos on my current channel. That was from that. Like, it was me playing Mario Kart 8. It was so, oh my god.
Yeah.
I
The
always
best
used to draw Mario levels on paper when I was younger.
thing.
And I would do it
Same.
like with my uncle, because my uncle was like was and is a big Mario guy. And when Mario Maker came out, I'm like, bro, this is the best, dude. You couldn't have given me $1 million, bro.
For real. Mario Maker 1 scratched the part of my brain that like loves to create levels
Yeah.
and stuff. That's why like I'm in the middle of finishing a ROM hack and starting another one for Mario 64. And I'm making a bunch of stuff for like Mario 127 and stuff. Like, I love level creation. It's so fun.
No, that's cool.
Like, it's so sick.
Yeah, level creators. I feel like they've gained a resurgence in popularity since Mario Maker. They were always kind of around. They were in some games, like a Little Big Planet had a level creator.
Oh, Little Big Planet.
Dude,
that
was
game
shit.
is slept on as hell.
I've never
I swear
played
I
it.
never hear anyone talk about it.
Dude, it's
Little
so
Big Planet is
good.
goated.
I've never
Little Big
played it.
Planet is goated.
I love it.
I know who Sackboy is, but I know people wanted him in Smash, but I never did Little Big Planet. I didn't own like a PS3 or anything. I had an Xbox 360.
A lot of people wanted a level maker in Mario, and I'm pretty sure Miyamoto wanted one since like as early as like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I think. That's how
Well,
early
they
he
were
wanted
making
one.
Mario Maker so that
And,
they could easily
yeah.
just they were making it just for developers so that they would have an easy level maker so they don't have to like code and then go into the game and see how it looks and then recode if something looks like shit. Like
pretty smart.
you can
Yeah.
tell in wonder that some of the levels were just made in Mario Maker. You're just like, this is obviously a fucking Mario Maker level that they just brought into
It's a
the game.
smart idea though.
It's really smart.
I fully support it. Yeah, and I thought it was cool that they let us use that too, even though it's a little more limited. But
I
thought
really
it was
wonder.
sick. I like the idea.
I wonder on the Switch 2 if they're going to do a Mario Maker 3.
Dude, I know one person who's I watch all the time that
not. I mean-
always talks about Mario Maker 3. I wish though.
Why would they?
Yeah,
I guess
that's
so.
what I'm
I
saying. Why
there's
would
no
they?
reason.
Why would they?
They're kind of running out of stuff to add unless they add like a wonder mode. But even,
They
even
had that.
then-
They had
Designing your,
Mario
if you could like
Maker
design
Now,
your Wonder Flower, that
3D Mario Maker.
Yeah.
3D
Yes.
Now that could
Mario
hit.
Maker
That could hit.
3D.
That could hit.
Oh,
That could
Dude,
hit.
that,
Mario-
it hits because it's like Mario Maker 3 in the D. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, you go so hard.
Mario Builder is the closest thing we have, and it's cool, but it's also
Yeah.
severely limited by the like ROM and its like hardware.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
that has
Nintendo
nothing
could.
against
I think
Rover.
Nintendo could
It's
cook.
nothing against Rovertronic, but it would be sick to get an official 3D
Yeah.
Mario Maker.
I really
I've seen
thought
some
There'd be
really
people
cool
who would
levels
like
on that.
1-to-1 recreate Galaxy.
I really thought that
Yes.
3D Mario Maker would never work, but then I played Mario Builder and I was like, okay, this if Nintendo just made
could
something
work, yeah.
similar to this, then a 3D Mario Maker could work. If they just did like, what would it be? 64 Sunshine Galaxy Odyssey.
Galaxy.
Yeah. In the Galaxy they would just combine both elements.
Yeah,
from the
because
first
yeah, and then it would probably just be Galaxy 2 engine.
Yeah, and
That-
then
that's that's the definitive Galaxy.
would they do Odyssey or 3D
Sadly.
World
game.
or both?
I think they would do Odyssey because they already added 3D World
Yeah,
to
that's true.
Mario Maker
Yeah.
2.
I always
Yeah.
felt
Sadly.
super put
In
off
3D
with
World-
3D Worlds
3D World-
in Mario Maker
3D
2.
World and Odyssey are different enough to where they
I thought it
shouldn't
just
be
came out of
combined. It's
nowhere.
like
Yeah.
640S and YouTube.
Well,
like-
I mean, they could come. I mean, well, be careful because Bowser's Fury is just 3D World Odyssey engine. Like it's
Yeah.
it's a
That's true.
combination of both.
It's a weird paradox there because 3D World Switch, it's like 3D World is 3D World, and Odyssey is built from 3D World, and then 3D World Switch is built from Odyssey, and then Bowser's Fury is just a hybrid.
Bro,
like,
really
it's
took my
weird.
shit bite for bite.
It's interesting.
God, I
That's literally what I
love.
told you. What are you talking about? Hello?
God, I love Bowser's Fury. I've been speedrunning it kind of recently.
Really?
Super fun.
It looks
don't
really
share the
fun.
Same opinion.
Yeah.
but I respect yours.
Yeah, I know. I've been.
You know, I actually
I know.
set a record in that game.
Yeah, I do. I saw you.
Oh my
I saw
God,
your
it's
thing when I was
crazy.
scrolling leaderboards.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
You have record in Bowser's Fury?
He
I had record in Bowser's
Oh,
Fury.
He had
Damn.
it. Yeah.
Any percent?
100 shines.
Oh damn.
100. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually don't
That's
really like
insane,
that
though.
category, but any percent has been super fun.
Mhm.
80% seems more fun.
Yeah.
100 shines got stale really quickly.
Oh my god, the waiting
unfortunately.
at the end is
I can
really bad.
I've been really eyeing Eclipse. I really want to do speedruns of Eclipse.
Dude,
so
I-
bad.
Oh
my god.
Once the patch comes out, you'll catch me running 120 or 240.
I'm doing the same, dude. I'm doing the same. I promise you. I'm waiting for that patch to come out, and I'm doing
I
240 as well.
do think that there's a lot of stuff in there that is going to be really, really fucking annoying to run, like Pianta Pit.
Oh my god, I have made it a point to memorize where all those blue coins are.
Oh,
I
Dude,
legit
I
have.
couldn't.
I know where
The
all the blue
levels-
coins are
the-
already in the game.
God.
It's
The,
yeah.
the levels are so massive.
They're so that's their only flaws. That they're too big for their
I
own
feel like the
good.
levels are too. I haven't played it,
Yeah.
but from what I've
But the
seen,
game
those
is
levels look
fantastic.
way too big.
The game is fantastic, but yeah, the biggest flaw that I have is that the levels are
Apparently,
the new
patch
levels are
releases
too
today or
big.
tomorrow. By the way.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's supposed to be
I
either today or tomorrow. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm hopping straight on 240 once that patch comes out. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even
I
joking.
said I was going to run 240 this weekend, but I don't even know, man. I don't know.
Dude, I'll
What
do it
We'll
with
see.
you.
Does it
whenever
need a
whenever you
patch to
want
the
to.
point
I'll
where
do it.
like it's impossible to do it?
No, but they're changing a lot of stuff. Well, so there's a
Yeah.
really annoying soft lock that happens with Fiery PD Piranha,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
I don't
it
play
literally
Sunshine.
like
Actually, started it.
it loses you like 2 minutes every time it happens.
Oh,
and it happened to
damn.
me like 5
Yeah.
times.
It
Oh,
happened to me when
Jesus.
I was playing. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God,
very
that sounds
common
terrible.
to
Okay.
That sounds
get.
terrible.
Yeah.
Fire Thief Runner sounds like a cool boss. Though.
I've
You
yet
did cool in Sunshine.
I've yet to try
No,
They're
it's
Eclipse.
also-
horrible.
It's horrible.
They're also fixing the
It's-
they're also fixing the rockets too, because
Yeah, the
anytime you
rockets.
hit collision, they just exploded. Like, you'd have to grab it again, and it was
Yeah.
just very tedious to work with.
Yikes.
I've yet to try Eclipse. I say that
It was really good.
I will.
I'd say wait for
I say that I
update.
try it when I finish Sunshine, and so I was like, okay, so you're never playing Eclipse.
You're never playing it, yeah. That's pretty much.
I-
Bro
In
will
that
never finish
case-
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Bro's never played
All right,
Sunshine.
Hex.
Ah,
In
that
that
point, you should just
case-
play Eclipse, I think.
Hex.
Honestly, I think Eclipse. I mean, I think Eclipse could replace the base game, but
think it could.
you know,
Yeah.
It looks
Maybe.
good.
each their own.
All right, Hex.
It's really fun. Huh?
All right,
What's up,
Joker got the triangle.
I got the triangle.
What's up?
I got two
Okay.
suggestions for you for multi Mario categories.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
One of
God.
them's a joke. One of them is like actually
Ugh.
kind of real. Okay.
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 So first one,
Swag is
I think I know these two.
I call
one
it the
that's like-
483.
okay. Stop!
482.
No!
Okay.
No.
It
All
is
right, just let
this.
him-
It
let him-
is the 3D Mario 602, but instead of 120 and 64, you do 1 star.
I hate this guy so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot. That's what he said.
No, but you don't get it. You do 1 star.
Mhm.
Go on.
No,
Like,
that's
what?
it. You do instead of 120 in 64, not in any other game, in 64 only. You do
No, I
One
I
star.
I think I'm
I want you to
understanding
take
this
that
correct.
same-
I'm still as shocked.
I want you to take that same
Ooh.
statement, go on the Super Mario server, and say that, and see what
Bro.
results you get. See what
Bro,
results
I'll
you
get
get.
fucking
Yo.
banned. Okay,
That's
okay.
server.
No,
And then
they
this
tell you
one-
to run it first. They tell you to run it first.
This one's actually serious.
Yeah,
Oh, this one's
serious.
kind of serious.
Okay.
So it's the 602, but I always felt kind of put off that the 602 was like the main category because it didn't include Odyssey, which is like one of the other big 3D Marios. But I don't
Yeah.
like the 1862 because it includes 3D World as well, and I like 3D World fine, but it's not similar. 3D World is like the outcast among those 5 games. So, and no one likes doing all moons.
Bro.
So, what about the 602, but it includes Darker Side?
That actually sounds
I
not
mean,
that
that
bad.
isn't that bad, but well,
Because
at
all
that point-
all moons is the 100%, but I consider Darker Side the ending of the game.
honestly,
it
I
would
think
just
I
be
would be
weird.
I would be more inclined for a 64 120 SMS 120 SMO Darker Side category.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
just to
that-
make
yeah,
just to make
instead of
Sandbox
all
Hundo-
moons.
Yeah,
It's like how- it's like how-
Hundo just more bearable.
It's like
Yeah.
how
I think that could
3D
cook.
World. It's like the 3D World 380 versus the 85 stamps. Like, nobody's gonna do
I-
85 stamps stuff.
yeah,
Like,
I would-
nobody's doing that.
I heard Irene talk about this. It's
Mhm.
the sandbox 100%, but instead of Odyssey, you just do 3D World. Because it would be like a smaller length, and then the games it would be more fast paced. I think.
I mean, that
think
could be
It's
good
good
because I
way.
think 3D World kind
Yeah.
of just stands out a little too.
Yeah, it
much
stands
for
out
me
way
to-
too much for it to be
Yeah.
I think-
considered. Like,
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
It's
problem.
not a sandbox game.
yeah,
is the thing. Like,
not at all.
I think that 3D World just doesn't have enough like downtime either. You're never taking a break in that game. no
Well,
matter
same
what.
thing with like I feel like I mean I haven't
Sucks.
played I haven't done SMO, but it looks like the same kind of thing with SMO where
For
there's just
Odyssey,
barely
yeah.
any downtime.
Yeah.
it sucks.
I
The Switch
think
games
But
are just
I'm not
bad
sure.
for
I'm not
that.
sure exactly because I've never ran it myself. But
The ability to skip cutscenes is both a blessing
oh
and
my
a curse in
god.
speedrunning.
It
Yeah, it
is
sucks
my-
not having a
Absolutely
bathroom break.
ridiculous.
It sucks.
it is my understanding that a lot of, maybe not a lot, but there is a handful of 602 runners who just hate Odyssey.
I'm one of them. I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest.
So that's why
I'm just an
I
Odyssey
don't-
hater. I just cannot.
I've
get
met
Odyssey.
a
I don't hate
few
Odyssey,
multi
but I'm not a
Mario
big
runners.
fan of
Maybe
it.
not
Like,
hate,
I'd
but
rather
they
not play
just massively dislike Odyssey, so they hate Odyssey.
I don't hate it, but they just don't like
They hate
it.
Odyssey.
Omni's like an Odyssey stand.
I
Rodeo.
love
Rodeo's
Odyssey.
first big thing was
Yeah.
sub-hour in Odyssey.
Oh damn.
Fly
I don't
Guy
I
thinks
like
Odyssey is
Odyssey.
fun.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of
I
yeah.
like
think, like,
Odyssey. It's just I don't
Silo,
know.
a top level Odyssey runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean maybe Gamut. I don't know. That might be one. Tackle. There's another
Tackle.
one.
hmm
Galax
Like-
likes Odyssey.
Which
I-
one?
I
Galaxy
don't
V
have
or
an issue with
Galactic?
Odyssey. It's just
Both
I
of
think
them
I-
like Odyssey.
I think I'm just uncomfortable playing it, but it might just.
I
be
think
the
it's just a
controller
skill
I
issue
use.
for me. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm just
If-
so
if-
bad at Odyssey that I
Man,
don't
you
like
just
it.
fucking suck.
I mean, I've been actually okay. To be honest, I've been locking in without SMO. My opinion's gonna go up. Surely, surely it doesn't go down.
Surely.
I think if I change the way I play, I think it might be better for me because I was uncomfortable with 3D World for a while
my
until I
God.
got used to
That's why
playing.
you
with
can
the
kind of see my
Joy-Con.
sign. You can kind of see it.
If I can buy a new pair of Joy-Cons and like play Odyssey that way, I probably might have a better time
Can't see it,
playing Odyssey
I think so.
over.
I
Pro-Con.
think Odyssey is the
'Cause
best
Pro-Con
3D
Odyssey is so
Mario.
uncomfortable. I hate
That's I mean that's
Odyssey.
if we're looking at it objectively, Odyssey is the best 3D Mario.
Objectively, yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
I mean honestly, Odyssey or Galaxy 2, like those two are.
Galaxy
for
2
me-
is such a big
I love Galaxy
like.
too.
Oh,
For
it's
me,
such a good game.
subjectively and
It's such a-
objectively, Odyssey
such a-
is my
It's such a large.
Mm.
It's such a large game, but Nintendo hates it. Like literally, it's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Sadly.
most optimized version. It's crazy how G2 has like it's like it's more optimized. It's like 3 less gigabytes, I think, of storage than
Yeah, it's
G1,
insane.
and, like,
It's
it's
yeah.
such
Downloading
a
them, downloading them both on Wii
amongst
U.
Nintendo.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
it
download
was
them both
weird.
on Wii U, it's such a big difference.
Yeah.
Bring
Mhm.
2
I
gigabyte
think
difference.
G2 is so controversial because I think it was just the result of G1, like the whole G1 having a big story being snuck in, and then
Yeah.
like the team like being split on whether or not G2 should follow suit or not. So it was just like I think that was the big like issue with G2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never hear anybody get like I don't want to say the word offended, but like no one's ever off put by G2. Like there's always everybody's off put from every Mario game for like some reason. Like 64 it's because of the camera, Sunshine it's because of like the floodless
People
levels
don't
or
give a
something
reason for
like that.
Sunshine. They just say it sucks, which
They'll
is so
say
dumb.
they'll say it's too hard is the thing, and like I think
That
to a degree they might be onto something because it is it's definitely the hardest Mario game, but I still think
Yeah.
it's like more.
I wouldn't
good
say
than
the
bad.
hardest.
But like
Hardest, probably the
Sunshine,
hardest
like,
3D.
no one
Hardest
says
3D,
anything.
sure.
They'll say maybe like green stars, but like nobody really cares that much about the green stars.
Greens
So
are
I think
greens are
Greens
so
are very-
hard.
They
Yeah,
they
Sunshine-
are. They are.
Greens
Sunshine
are
is
so
such a-
hard casually.
I think the thing that puts people off with Sunshine is it's just when you begin. It's that beginner's like curve.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the
Oh, the
worst
curve.
when you play Sunshine. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like I
Especially
think that's
getting
why
into
people
it
keep
with
the game tough.
speedrunning. Oh my god, the early like learning stage of Sunshine. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It-
Even
dude,
casually,
it's
the game
rough.
can be
Like,
really like
Rough.
the game can be
When I
really
was
tough
doing-
casually too. Like very.
When I was doing 120
intimidating.
shines when I first started,
Oh.
when I after I got my first 602 PB, when I was grinding down Sunshine, when I was in like the low 5-hour range, there's times where I would just like practice for 2 hours the day before, and then like I do runs, and then I just lose runs to the dumbest shit, and
Ugh.
like that was like the closest I ever got to tears in speed running, bro.
Oh.
Like of just like rage, bro, because
Sunshine
it
and
was
3D
so
World,
so
man.
hard.
Those- Sunshine and 3D World are the two games that actually get me heated when
3D World
do bad.
has never really gotten me heated.
3D World gets me
Actually,
heated
I mean,
because I can 1-3x and I keep making stupid mistakes, so I'm stuck in the mid
Yeah.
1-4x range. And I hate it so much. It's
My
so
most
annoying.
recent crash out with speedrunning has been Sunshine when I was on my I was
Oh my
on pace. I was on pace to get my first sub 130. I was so hyped. Like 129
Oh my,
like
that and
third
then fall right through the floor.
fall right through.
I
I crashed out
Wow.
so hard. I stopped. I
Dude.
put down
Spike doesn't
Sunshine.
crash out. He's not
Oh,
known to rave, but
no.
Yeah.
that I understood.
Not that
I
hard.
was
At
like,
least not
Dude,
that hard. But I crashed
dude.
out. Didn't play it for 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
It's already hard enough that the final fight is so nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God.
like literally,
hate
there'd be
that.
times when I was running Sunshine that like my hands would be like shaking. I couldn't do the rocket storage to get it.
Oh my god.
Like I'd be so nervous.
It's
like,
even worse
just-
because I do like these
Yeah.
stupid strats in Corona. I do like fast boat and everything.
oh my god.
Oh my God. you're
It's
wild.
so hard. It's so hard at the end.
I don't remember never mind. I do remember when the last time I crashed out was, but I just consider like my crash outs because I'm not a huge rage person. If I lose a run, I'll slam my desk. I'll just be like, okay, fucking whatever. Let me go eat a slice of cheese or something. But I've only ever cried twice speedrunning. The last time I did was this year actually. I got
I think it was this year.
three runs on 3 different nights, all in a row,
Mm.
to Tippy in 70 star.
Oh.
And I lost every single one to either TTC or RR. And the third one, I just went over to my bed, slammed on it, and I was like, I can't fucking do it. I can't PB.
Dude.
And then the
I'm trying to remember what
time,
my last one was.
the time,
last crash out.
while you think about that, I'll the time before that, there's this ROM hack, kind of, it's more of a mod of 64 PC port called Odyssey Mario's moveset,
Oh, man.
which
God.
I've actually been enjoying it a little more recently as well.
God, that
But,
crash out.
Classic crash out, man. Oh, man.
Oh, there's 2 there. Okay, so the first one,
Oh.
the first
my
one
God.
was when I was in Bowser in the Dark World, and the Bowser fights are much different.
So
You have
terrible.
to capture a bomb, and then eventually you have to like go over to Bowser and explode him, and
Mhm.
he has like this fire that he spews out, and if he hits you, you
3-minute
just have to
fight.
fucking reset. And so I lost like 3 runs in a
Oh my
row to that in one night, and I was like, I can't do it! I can't cap bounce! I can't cap throw! I can't cap jump! Whenever a swag tries to cap bounce, an angel comes down from heaven and pulls him up by his overall straps. But whenever I try to cap bounce, a thwomp crashes down onto me!
That was literally what it was. It was so funny. Oh, my. In the
Crash
moment, we
out.
felt like awful, but like I think like 3 days later, we all started laughing about it. It was so fucking
Such
funny.
a funny.
That was
so
when
funny.
Swag and I were competing in it together. And then it
Oh
was
my
it was like a little after that, maybe a few weeks after that,
Oh,
that
fucking
I had
crying,
lost a 120 run to just fucking dying in THI, just falling off.
Oh.
And
right.
I reset my run, I sighed, and then Needle was in call as well. He just started hearing me fucking sob. Like, I
Oh,
can't
dude.
fucking do
Yeah,
it anymore. Swag's so much better than me.
This was
I
like late
can't
at
do
night.
it. And,
Yeah,
Swag,
yeah,
and
not
Needle,
washed.
Needle was like, it's gonna be okay, man. Just do one more run. And the next run, I got world
recent
record by
crash
3
out
minutes.
was
Yeah, that one push. It
my
was
my recent crash out was caught in my clips channel when I was doing my
Oh,
Sonic
no.
Heroes run. There was
Heroes?
literally
Oh, yeah.
no.
there was literally, I don't know if you have a way to show media on the podcast or like I don't
I
know.
might be able to. Let me see if I
Browser
can.
I'll get you
storage.
the clip.
Yeah, send
It's
me-
not too loud. Like I hit my desk. I was like, dude, I was pissed, bro.
Yeah, send me the clip.
The clip is really just rare hex rage.
Yeah, you guys won't be able to hear it, but like you guys as in the people in the call, but the people at home will be able to hear it, and
Yeah, they'll be
put
able
it
to
on
hear
the,
it. Yeah.
Let me put it on
No
the,
mic.
let me open up a window capture.
And like
Oh,
I
rage.
don't
Oh,
rage
great, it
fucking
already-
ever, bro. I don't
Oh
rage
my-
ever.
Hold on. Tab Google Chrome. Okay, you put it in no mic.
But like I literally
There it is.
slam my desk and it's not that loud, but still I never do this.
Boom.
And the fact that I have my webcam off, that should tell that I'm pissed.
Yeah.
That's real. Heroes would do that too, though.
I hit my desk so loud it triggered my VTuber mouth or my teen YouTuber's mouth.
Wait, rewind it.
All right, here. I think it was like here.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so when you actually like watch the video,
webcams
the
are so-
webcams are all fucked.
Okay, there
All
we
right,
go back.
when you actually watch the video, it actually doesn't sound like that hard of a slam. But I can imagine you probably slammed your desk pretty hard. You do have a Shure mic, so it's pretty hard to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if Swag slammed his desk with his Blue Yeti, you can fucking hear that shit reverberate off the wall.
Dog, I can hear that from the back of my
Okay.
house, man. Like it's.
I had a
it's
crash out, but it wasn't related to speedrunning. It was when I was putting together this fucking chair. They gave me a faulty screw.
Oh
So
no.
I'm literally
Oh.
just sitting in this chair with one screw missing. And I was like trying to screw it in. And it kept just like clicking and unclicking. And I just like started like hitting the chair, bro. I was
Oh my
crashing out. I
God.
was going crazy.
I hate those moments. You're like putting something together and it keeps coming loose, bro.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
had
my
those
God.
constantly.
Oh my
Oh,
You- Any headphone users ever have like the padding on the headphone like fall off and you have to like put it back on?
Yeah.
dude,
Is that
No.
I broke my old
Oh,
headphones, the white ones that I used to
I know
have.
what
I
you're talking
broke those because I was so mad that I kept trying
Oh
to put
my
those on.
god. That
I
happened to
have
me
the
so
pink one.
recently and I was tweaking for like 10 minutes. It was so bad. It was not like bad,
Oh
but
my
it's so
God.
terrible when it
You know,
happens.
One thing I'll give to Apple is that if you get their AirPods Max, which are like the AirPods but they're actual headphones, you can just take that shit off. You can just take it, pops off and pops back on. It's magnetic.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, they need more headphones to do that.
Yeah.
I hope
Because the
more
one where
headphones
you
do
have to like put the whatever it is, like you have to put the rubber back into the slot. It's so
that.
bad.
It's so bad. It's so
You have
annoying.
to,
I
like,
have,
You have to put it in the little crack. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
especially because it's
it's
so
horrible.
small, and then you get like the top done, then you go to the bottom, slips right out. It's terrible.
Mhm.
Oh,
I have
God.
two crash outs that I can remember the most fondly. One being Galaxy. I think it was the 242 G1 thing that we were doing for the 44
Oh,
race.
God.
It was part me just not playing well on the Luigi portion, and also like my uncle kind of like intervening. I remember like I cursed or something because I got mad and like it was like what's the stage
think
called? It's
Gold
the
Leaf.
one with the eels. No, it was the one with the
Drip
eels.
drop, drip drop.
Drip drop.
Drop.
Mm.
And I kept missing the eels and stuff, so I was just getting heated.
Bruh.
And my uncle, I guess my uncle was like a thing would be cursing. I don't know what it was, but he didn't want me cursing, so then instead of saying sorry, I just got mad at him. So I'm like, dog, like this is the worst time for you to be lecturing me. And then he started unplugging my stuff.
Oh
Bro,
my
Oh.
Oh my
god.
god.
Such a-
bro, dude, the crash out was
Bro.
insane. Like I was actually so angry. Like it was bad.
That fucking
And
sucks.
then another
man.
one was like while I was living with Nintendo in Colorado, and this was a Super Paper Mario run, and I used to do
no.
all pixels.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know if I have the clip on me right now, but there's a clip
Oh.
where I'm in the pit of 100 trials getting Dashel, which is I think the second to
Mhm.
last pixel that I go
Yeah.
for in the route that I chose. And I'm in like room 70 and I had 5 HP remaining.
Oh no, dude.
I went to use a shroom shake, but I grabbed the wrong shroom shake. I got the long last one that only heals 1
No.
HP instead
My
of
God.
the super shroom shake that heals like 20. And the enemies in that room did like 5 damage apiece. Actually, yeah, it was 5 damage apiece. I had 4 HP. I healed 1 HP. I had 5. One of them threw a shell, but it spawned right in front of me, so I
Oh.
died before I could press 1 and 2.
Oh my
And
god.
I threw the weird
Don't
remote
you go
at
all the way back to
wall.
the start? Don't you
Yes,
go all
you
the way back to
Yeah,
the
it's
start
start?
all the way
all the way
back.
from the beginning.
Dude,
Oh
how
my
much
God.
time did that lose?
It's
I lost.
it
That
would have
had
lost
to
like
been
an
like
it,
I was in
it's-
room It was in room 70, so
like 40
it was like
minutes.
45 minutes. It was
Yeah,
like
Oh my
45
it's-
minutes.
bro.
Because that whole pit took me like an
Dude,
hour.
that I would
anyway.
crash out, bro.
I crashed
crash
out. I threw the Wiimote against the wall. Like I was going crazy. I'll never like throw
I
things. I'll
would
never rage.
crash
I don't
out.
press it, but oh my god, it was.
I
don't
I
rage like that. It's just.
I had like a mental crash out last year because my mom was talking to me at the time. I was in the middle of a run of OMM. And I did something really fast. So I said, "Holy shit, that was so fucking good." So just to myself, and my mom was walking in as I said that, and I had to know. She was like,
no.
nice language. I was like, fuck me, in my head, and she just started talking, and I just had to think about, god damn it, she heard me say, holy shit, that was so
My
fucking
God.
good.
Yeah.
It was before she stopped caring when I would like curse.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Sometimes it slips out,
Dude.
you know, like happens.
like, come on, mom, if you do something fast in the game, wouldn't you also say, holy
Sure,
shit, that was so
If you
fucking
had this
good?
clean movement, you would understand.
You would
Once you
understand.
get on my level.
Yeah.
I'm checking my clips for more crash outs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find more
doesn't,
crash
like,
outs.
Doesn't Smart's mom also speedrun Odyssey, kind of?
Smart tried to
think she
teach.
did.
Smart tried to teach their mom how to speedrun. Honestly,
They're very Nintendo heavy though.
Yeah.
They know that for sure.
Oh,
S-
dude.
Smart's parents, like, apparently they were like really good at Mario Kart Wii back in the day. Like they would like do
really funny.
tournaments. They would like do tournaments apparently.
You know,
Dude,
I found some lore.
I'm less
I found some
surprised by
lore.
that and more surprised
Lore?
that there were Mario Kart Wii tournaments.
Oh yeah, no, they're Mario Kart Wii tournaments.
I haven't even heard of
This
Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart is
8
my-
tournaments. Well, I guess like
Really?
online. I know
Mario Kart
Needle
Wii
was
is
part of one, but
One of the Mario Kart games of all time.
No,
Dude.
Hex, no.
I
this.
was,
Oh,
dude,
Let me
I
look.
was, I've been speedrunning. Holistically, I've been speedrunning for 8 years, and more recently for 4. This was
this-
the worst.
wait, is this Sonic
Losing this run was the
Adventure
most painful.
this
Yeah.
is SA2.
Losing
Yeah.
this run was the most painful loss of any run I've ever had ever.
All right,
And
let's see.
what's crazy is we need to
Sonic
watch
is like
like oh my god, dude, my crash out
Oh
was
my
immense
God.
just because this had never happened to anyone before.
Needle, can you give me back
It
my
was something
permission to
completely
screen
new.
share?
Also, on this day, I
didn't
got
take it from you.
rejected from my from my like college that I was gonna go to, like that I had like
My
planned to
internet
go to.
just
So
died
it was
when you
already like fucked.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I saw this on Twitter. Oh my
Oh,
god,
bro,
If
it
you guys-
was
if you guys
so
wanna-
painful.
If you guys want to hear the sound, you'll have to click on it. It's not
Oh.
letting me screen share on Discord for some reason, but
Yeah, I never took that from you.
that's weird. All right, so
The
here's the
game.
clip.
But I appreciate the sub a lot.
Yeah, Sonic.
I appreciate the
Sonic,
sub a lot.
Very social percent work, but when you're done with work,
Like, look, so what happens
I
is
get that.
my
That's me.
chow
I
glitches
have
out of
my-
bounds,
I
so
have
it
my
force
social
puts him at the
gathering
start.
and then
But when he
when
goes
I'm
to
done
shake
with
the
my social
tree,
gathering
the
section,
tree's
I
already
go
been shaken,
But I
so
mean,
the
I
game
don't know.
crashes.
Oh shit.
I don't know if
Dude,
streaming.
And you don't
What am I
save
doing?
at
Sonic
all
is like
during the chow section.
Sonic speedrunning.
What the hell?
Sonic speedrunning is a different level of crash out. I don't even know we should consider it a
is.
crash out. Like, I think it's just different. Sonic speedrunning is just, oh my god, that's a whole different thing.
Like at this
no
point, I
way.
think I lost
do
like
SA1.
I
I've
think
done,
I
like,
lost like
SA1
3 hours at this
crash.
point, and so
Oh.
I crashed the fuck out.
3 hours.
I
can't
literally
bother
like
to do
literally had a
SA2
mental
or
breakdown like on
Heroes.
stream, bro.
I can't bother to do SA2 or Heroes because the amount
Mhm.
of shit I've seen. I mean, SA1 isn't any better, but I feel I have more comfort in SA1.
That's so sad.
Dude,
I
Two
SA1
Heroes.
it was my first speed game ever.
I do
And so
I do all
it's
story
really fun.
and Sonic story. I think
I
I
got,
did all
um,
stories, not any of the glitches or anything.
What was your first?
I
speedrun
got
story?
I
My
got
first speedrun?
sub
Oh.
5 in 130 emblems recently.
Ooh, nice.
That's fire.
Dude, my
Good.
first speedrun was OMM. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
My
Your first speedrun was OMM?
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
my
real?
first speedrun.
I
That's my
thought
first real
I thought you did
attempt speedrunning.
64 before OMM.
No,
Mine
60.
was just
OMM got me
64.
into 64.
That's really
OMM,
That's
OMM got me.
crazy.
Into,
You know
well,
what?
Actually, no. OMM
A
got
mod
me
of
into co-op,
64.
and then I did co-op 16 star with this Artscape because
You know-
we got the.
Oh,
we did, like,
dude, those are
we
the
grinded for the
days.
world record or whatever.
You know what's really funny, Swag? When I first saw, because the record at the time when I started running was it was a 113 unrecorded, but but on those leaderboards it was a 117, maybe a 116, either one.
Yeah.
But I was watching it and I was like, this guy hasn't played 64 normally. And I never told you because I was like, that's such a fucking shitty thing to say.
Yeah, no, because I never,
If I heard someone say
I
that,
didn't
maybe
know that
I'd
I was
crash
right.
I
met
had never ran it before.
crazy.
I had never ran.
I met-
I mean, I had played 64 casually. I played.
Yeah.
That's
'cause
like
I-
playing
at
Eclipse
that-
without sunshine.
Yeah, at that point, I was like
That's
doing
insane.
60. I played 64 like kind of fast. I would like fast play through it. I wouldn't speedrun it, but I just fast play
It
through
was
it a
just
bunch.
with the knowledge you had, you just
Yeah,
played it
because
fast,
I
which
watched a
you
bunch
knew
of like
was good.
I watched a bunch of good people just like do movement and like
Yeah.
ROM hacks and stuff.
Because I
And
had
that helped
That's
with my movement.
crazy.
we had met because of
OMM before
OMM,
vanilla.
and then
Yeah.
we did co-op Waluigi's Taco Stand together.
Oh
And-
my god!
And that was day one.
Bro.
And then I was like, okay, so he has played 64.
Because my movement is there. The movement.
Yeah,
is
because
there,
you
so
did
can
have
tell.
movement.
I think so. The thing with
Told
me,
you about it.
I played my first speed game was 64, but I didn't get it from. I got it from getting better at 64 ROM hacks. So like playing a lot of Star Road and stuff,
Yeah.
like that helps with movement. Like for me,
Yeah.
it's like weird.
My first I've talked about this on the podcast before, but my first was a little game called Kindergarten. Do you know what Kindergarten is,
The lore,
Hex?
man. Joker Factor
No.
lore.
No.
Oh, you don't? That's so
it's
good.
actually a really funny little RPG. It would never be accepted into like a marathon, but
Mhm.
but
That's
you play as like a 5-year-old, and it's kind of a puzzle game, kind of like a puzzle RPG where you have to go through the different parts of the day and bring money and stuff in between those parts to find all the endings. It would never be accepted as an 90% run. Like specific endings are like 5 minutes long each, but there's one ending
Yeah.
where one of the other 5-year-olds, you made her mad, so she accuses you of R-wording her.
Oh, that's bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's bad.
god.
It's a really good game,
Anyways.
despite what I'm saying.
The third one's coming out soon.
Yes, I'm so excited. The dev
Yes.
asked a few of the runners, including myself, to playtest. So I'm hoping I
Oh.
get a DM on that soon.
So let's go.
Yeah.
The game of the
and
playtest the game is really cool before it releases. It's
Yeah.
so fire.
I've been really into not Minecraft speedrunning, but there's a few maps that I've been really into speedrunning. You know, as much as I hate Minecraft speedrunning because I think it's just all RNG based on the seed, I
I
think
like watching it more than playing
the
it.
skill of not only set seed but also just some random maps like Swag and Thunder do a map called Sword of Light.
It's in
They're
Pace.
doing it in
We're bringing it
Pace
to Pace.
actually.
Hey, let's go.
Yes.
Um,
I'm excited for
and it's just such seeing those maps is so fucking cool. It's like barely any RNG. You just have to hit all the tricks a bunch of times.
Such a cool run.
Like in a random seed run, you have to hope that you get a good nether spawn. Hope you get a good normal spawn. Hope that the ender dragon perches immediately over the thing.
You have to zero, bro.
That's not a thing in Minecraft maps. I love
Where's
I
the?
love Minecraft map makers.
I love that chatter. It was like with the Kai Cenat in like Silver thing recently. Silver was in fight, and then someone in chat was like,
Oh.
"All right, GG, GG. The dragon has to perch." And then Silver hit the nastiest zero cycle, gets
That
them
was
out of the
so
air, and
sick.
it's so funny.
That was
Yeah.
insane. You sent me that
God,
clip.
I
Yeah,
did.
watched
It's
that, I
such a
was like, oh
crazy
my
thing.
God, it was so cool, man.
God.
I still
Like,
gotta watch that. I
holy-
haven't seen it.
Oh, we need to watch that later. It's
Well,
such
yeah,
a
we
good
can watch it
video.
later.
I don't play.
You
I
can
don't
see
play
it.
Minecraft nearly as much as like they do, but I watch speedruns and stuff, so I know enough. It's so sick to watch.
I
It's so
actually do
impressive.
kind of want to learn
Amazing.
RSG soon. The stuff that you
They-
do in that run looks so fun.
They changed
Stop!
they changed the name of the category. It's not RSG anymore. It's just called any %.
What? Is that real?
I think so. I just looked at the leaderboards yesterday. I'm pretty sure they changed it to any % and any % glitchless.
Oh, what? Oh, I mean, there's still a
This is like what they did for Wonder, dog.
There's still
Oh
a
my
random
God,
seed
I hate
thing.
that.
So it's still
Oh,
RSG.
okay, so yeah, kinda. But
Someone
I
would
swear, I
wonder,
swear
change
before
RSG
there was two
to-
different categories, one called random seed and glitchless, and then the other one called set seed glitchless. What is what is random seed glitched? You have to hope at that point, right? How does that even work?
What does this mean?
Because set seed
know.
glitched, sure, you can find a
doesn't mean
seed that eventually has some kind of glitch you can perform consistently. But what is random seed glitch? My favorite,
sure.
I will say, my favorite Minecraft run that is random seed is all advancements. All advancements runs are such a
Dude, that
fucking
runs
gauntlet
Oh,
of skill.
I want
They
to.
look cool.
I think I'm gonna do that
They look
before I do
cool.
RSG. That looks so much more fun.
All advancements looks yeah, because you have to have like 15 instances of Minecraft open to have a good seed for
Yeah.
RSG.
Actually, there was a new like speedrunning mod for it, and it's like
Oh, good.
it's a lot less like, taxing on
Good.
on your
resource heavy.
What
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good.
what version would you do for all advancements though? Because they have like
1.16.
oh, okay. They have like different versions because they add advancements every time. I really like
Yeah.
seeing all advancements for the newest version so that they have to do everything. Isn't I can't imagine how did we get here on
When's
like
the-
1.20 because don't they have to get a warden, lure a warden?
When's the all blocks, man?
Is that the one where you have to
all
feel every
blocks.
effect at the same time?
Yeah, it's all the potion effects and all the like the status effects at the same time. So
Oh
you have to
my
get like a shulker to the overworld. It's so
Okay,
bad.
so
Yeah,
1.16 all advancements world record RSG is 2 minutes 14 seconds IGT.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours 14 minutes IGT.
2
Sorry,
minutes?
sorry,
Oh
sorry.
my God,
2 minutes, holy shit.
He's so fast.
And then
Imagine.
1.21 is almost 6 hours. So just the 5 version difference adds 4 hours
Crazy.
almost.
Great.
So you speedrun Mario, right? You speedrun Sonic. What other runs do you
Yes.
do? What else do you do?
I do a lot of OT randos.
Really?
yeah. Yes,
OT is
yes.
fire.
That's cool.
I want to
OT
get back on.
randos.
I want to get back on
A
doing
little
OT.
MM rando. Like nothing crazy, a little MM rando.
Can I tell you a
We've been
secret?
doing like these co-op randomizers on the PC ports. It's
Dude,
been
they're
super
awesome.
fun. Yes.
I want to
Dude,
get
the
back on to doing that.
chip is
I
cool.
miss those.
Have you ever done Archipelago, Hex?
I have.
Yes.
Archipelago
yeah,
is so
I saw
fun.
a lot of
Those
people. I see
are-
a lot more people like streaming those now. It's cool.
They sound really good in theory, but it's a lot of waiting around. So you have to be committed to that, especially with a lot of
We
people,
do
and
this.
that.
We do this thing called Nightmare Archipelago, where each person has like 4 games that they're doing, and you make it as hard as possible. you make
And it
your
goes on
Yammer.
for like a month.
Yeah, we have ours going on right now. Most of the
still
games are
playing.
done
I mean,
now.
that's pretty cool. That
Most
is
of-
pretty
It's
cool.
really cool.
Most of the games are done now. All my
I'm
games are done, and
Play my
Swag's.
game.
And Swag's. Neil's still in all 3 of his games. But actually,
I'm
enough
close
people
to
have
finishing
enough
off
people have
Archipelago.
finished at this point that you might be able to finish now, Needle. But
I don't think that's true, man. Well, I'll check. I can check right now, actually.
I really like that. I saw Irene doing Archipelago speedruns.
That's in Archipelago's in
Overwatch.
pace. Archipelago's in pace.
It is.
Yeah, Archipelago's in pace.
Wait, what?
What
Oh,
games?
I want to look at that.
It's like Sonic Adventure. It's like Sonic Adventure.
Like
Link to
different people or
Past.
one person?
It's 4 people.
I say
Oh,
two-
okay, that makes
Link
sense.
to- Link to Past.
And
Wait,
then and then
dude.
64 OT, I think.
I kind of want to do an Archipelago speedrun. Like that'd be
It-
fire. That sounds
the-
so
the
cool.
I know
category.
Irene does archipelagos by herself.
Yeah, that's
She does,
that's
like,
what it is.
video games.
She
I saw
does.
Prism do that.
She did. I think it was ended up being like a 4-hour, 5-hour run, but she did 64,
Check
Celeste
it.
64, and Minecraft. And I feel like if there were to be a leaderboard, those kind of would be like the 3 games. Eventually, when they have just normal Celeste in the full archipelago, then it would probably just be 64 Celeste and then either Minecraft or Ocarina of Time. But
Archipelago's not working.
I can kind of see a category that's like 64 Ocarina of Time and then Celeste 64, because then it's the 3 like polygonal games. Celeste 64 seems kind of like the outlier there, but
Yeah.
Archipelago is just my favorite multiplayer
That's
thing
cool.
right now.
It's a revolutionary concept.
It really is. Because
what other
you'd
games?
never
I
been
did
able to
also
do
do,
that before in
Yeah.
like between games. It was a thing in like Link to the Past, but if everyone was playing Link to the Past, and now you can do it.
I'm doing like
Someone's playing
I'm gonna do an IRL
Minecraft,
one.
someone's playing Celeste, someone's on the subway in New York City.
It's like insane. It's insane.
I'm actually doing that, by the way.
we
I'm
did
making
one
an
with-
archipelago.
Do you want to
Making
hear
an
this insane archipelago?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear this insane archipelago
Wait,
lineup?
I want to hear. I want to hear.
So we had someone playing Pokemon, playing Pokemon something. We had someone playing
Pokemon Red, probably.
Overcooked. We had someone
Overcooked?
playing
Cool.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
We had someone
What?
playing Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
What?
Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
2.
I know.
I
Oh
was
my
playing
God.
OOT, and there was one more like insane one.
Dude, we
That's-
had some
that's-
we have some bangers
Oh
in
my
ours.
God,
Yeah.
It is crazy.
You have some pretty good ones,
Just the
yeah.
Joker's games is so funny.
Okay, here, I can tell you all the games on our Nightmare Archipelago we just did.
No, wait. Actually, I want them to guess one of the 3 games before you.
Guess one of the 3
Is it
games.
Celeste 64.
Guess one of the 3 games that Needle is doing. No one did
Oh,
Celeste 64.
Needle is doing. Did Needle get OOT?
No.
No,
Oh, really?
as much
I'll give
as
you one
we
more
talked about
guess.
we talked about this game earlier,
64?
kind of.
Oh, kinda
That's really
64,
close.
kinda.
You're
Oh,
very
no, no, no,
close.
no.
Actually, you're very
One
close. on all
more
3,
guess. One more
technically.
guess.
One more guess.
I'm very close on all 3.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
64 is a good guess for all 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Banjo?
No.
No.
Is
Alright.
there even one there? I don't know. What is it?
There's Star Road 64 DS, and then
Project
Needle's-
Reimagined, which
and
is
then
his
Needle
own hack.
made a
Yeah, that third one. Yeah, that third one you weren't gonna guess because that's just
Yeah.
a hack that I've been making for like 4 years.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
this
God.
archipelago thing called a manual where instead of having to mod the game, because that's how an automatic works, it's a separate program where you click off the stuff that you've done and you just kind of gentlemen's agree that you don't do the shit that you don't have.
Yeah, it makes a lot more games accessible, especially
Yeah.
for the people who don't like
So-
who just don't like
Archipelago was like
to
pain in the
spam like 64s and then stuff
Here
like that.
are all the games that were part of our nightmare. Okay. The Messenger, Undertale, Celeste, Mario 64, Sonic Adventure 2, Mario Galaxy, Honey Pop, Super Mario 64,
Galaxy's in there?
Vacation Simulator, Undertale, Minecraft, Project Reimagined, Mario 64 DS, Super Mario Star Road, Omori, Never Awake, Mario Odyssey, Mario 64, FNAF World, Minecraft, Mario 64, Mario 3D Land, SMZ3, that's Super Metroid and Link to the Past together. Chex Finder, which is I think Sudoku.
Yeah, it's Sudoku.
Yeah.
Omori, Bowser's Inside Story, Mario 64.
Yep.
Wait, Bowser's Inside Story?
It's a manual, but yeah.
It's not.
Yo.
It's
really-
bad.
it's really
It's
cool,
it's
though.
it's
Like,
it's real.
a really cool
we've been
idea,
waiting.
but it's really bad.
Everything was inside of the person,
RPG.
of the person's game who was doing
the
Bowser's
pro-
Inside
the
Story.
problem-
I
is
should
that
do,
you
I
would
should
just
do
get
a
soft
Bowser's Inside Story one. I should do Bowser's Inside Story, but just a rando. That seems fun.
sounds really
Technically,
fun,
if you just
actually,
do a
yeah.
one-person archipelago, you can just make it a rando. I mean,
Yeah,
kinda. It kind of depends on if it's an
Like,
automatic.
how did you control that?
It's
What do you
it's a manual.
So yeah,
It's a manual,
it's not
so,
anything
yeah.
like it's not like fully. There needs to be one.
There needs to
For the manuals, you really just need to know the games that you're playing in order for
No.
the logic to be like
So-
actually good and like know what you're doing before you're
be.
yeah. So you're not doing
When you
things
say
you're not
like a man, like I'm still, I guess I'm not sure what the manual means.
So it's
Okay.
pretty much async. It's like async basically.
So
it's
imagine-
like it doesn't sync to the game.
Imagine
or, like, it doesn't connect
imagine
to the game.
Mario 64 not as an
Yeah.
automatic, right?
So you're
so
playing on
you're-
like your N64.
You're just playing
so
Mario
it's not
64 on your
linked to anything.
N64. You open a
Oh, okay.
separate program on your computer and say you only because you don't have any stars. No one sent you any stars, so you only have access to one level, Bob on Battlefield. So you go in, you do King Bomb. There's a separate list, and then you click on the star that you collected, being King Bob-omb, and then that
then it
sends
sends
a
that
check to someone else. And then
But
some
that doesn't mean
eventually
that star is yours.
it doesn't mean
Yeah.
that star is yours. It'll say you have it in game, but the stars that you have
It's
are the
really
stars
just
that you have in the
pretendo.
program. It's pretend.
I'll give
Okay.
an example. So basically, all 3 of my games, I have not been able to finish. I have gotten, I think, I have 120 stars in Star Road, but I can't proceed because I don't have 120 stars in the manual. I have like 116. I need 120
Okay.
to get to the Hidden Palace
Yeah.
level in order for me to get another check. That's pretty much like what it is. So like the things that you have in the actual game doesn't reflect what's in the Archie.
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
much.
Yeah, we
It's
we
like-
can
It's yeah.
we can show you how to set it up
It's kind
eventually.
of weird, but
It's
Okay.
it's pretendo and automatic is much more fun, but
Yeah.
I
I don't
it's
really like the
definitely
manual stuff.
it's definitely a way
It
to
just makes
play the
stuff more
games
accessible.
that don't have it yet. But there are a lot of games
it's kind
being
of
worked
fun
on.
making them, but also it's like fun and tedious at the same time to make them though. Like
Thousand said story. Rando's gonna feed families.
It's cool because you can like it's cool because you make your
Real.
you can like make the logic. That's why it's so cool. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
yeah.
That is about all the time we have. We're doing a little shorter
Yeah.
episodes now. But
That's all good.
Hex, we'd love to have you back on eventually. But I have one more question for you.
I would love to come back whenever. What's your question though?
What's
Oh.
next for Hex
Oh
Speedruns?
god.
Again?
I knew it.
That's a good
Question.
question. I think what's next for Hex Speedruns is catch me making YouTube content. I think.
Dude, Hack's
Oh,
been
yeah.
uploading some bangers
You're-
recently.
you've
Oh
been
my
Upload some
god.
God.
more
Your-
variety stuff also.
Your 602 highlights
Oh,
are
I
were
got
genuinely
Joker to-
one of the funniest things I've seen.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I
Dude,
got
I'm
so
Joker to
glad.
watch it with me. Dude.
I'm so glad.
We had a watch party.
Yeah, it was really
It
funny.
sucks because like I'm now realizing that the key to YouTube is just copy other people and like
You gotta do
it's
pull the
unfortunate
Ludwig.
that that's kind of the way exactly like
It's the yoink and the yoink and twist.
the yoink and twist.
You like
But,
yeah.
It's so hard because I didn't know that when I uploaded that video. If I would have done that better with like thumbnails or with like titles and stuff, like that video could have like popped off.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like
I
I'm not too
played
upset,
every
like, people
3D
got enjoyment out of it.
Mario.
Oh,
So,
You
you
guys
know,
have like
but
the classic like surprise YouTuber on
Mhm.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Type shit.
this winter, instead of doing the 602, I'm going to be doing the Sonic 430, which is going to be
Ooh.
I'm watching that.
SADX 130 emblems, SA2 180 emblems, and then Heroes 120 emblems.
I'm
It's
gonna
going to
go
take
for
me
that.
like 28 hours.
That's gonna be really cool.
Are you? I'm assuming you're gonna be
Um,
streaming it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing? Dude,
Is
I'm
that
gonna be there
is
for
that a thing that people have
And-
already made a category for? Or is
Yeah,
that just your
Thinking
thing?
people already
Yeah.
have done.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
It's a thing,
Sick.
I would be the second person ever to do both 602 and that.
dude.
nice.
I'm hyped for that. I
Yeah.
want to watch
Yeah,
that
it's
really
so bad.
We're gonna well, Hex, it's been really nice having you on. We're gonna end the
Thank you.
podcast on some Joker Factor wisdom. Swag,
No.
if I offered you $10 million, would you take it?
Yeah, probably would.
All right.
What's the
Now,
catch?
if I offered you $10 million, but you can't wake up tomorrow, would you take it?
No.
That means that your next day is worth more than $10 million. So treat it like that.
We're just
Damn.
still that. We're just still
Not
that,
real.
bro.
What is that?
My name's Joker Factor. Thanks for watching the JLB Podcast.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Beautiful ending.